Stadium. That's where we're at here in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Oh, what a juke into space. Touchdown, Browns. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Ready?
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield field, so he'll throw it away.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Here we go. Watch your slap. Right, 80.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Eluding the pressure right.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here we go. Yeah, let's get set. Right, 80. What is that?
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Let's go, D. It's gonna be
Now Joe Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
49 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result. result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Mixon with a first down carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up to the 20 to about the 22.
The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up. Point it right, point it right, point it right. One time.
Got an open man, it's Schwartz.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Alert, 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 alert.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Mayfield on play action. He'll buy some time right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He only punted twice and win last week as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
11 Thomas.
This time, Burrow will look to throw. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He completes this to Russell Gage. 11. Now Burrow on 1st down. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about Whitlock. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. What's quick?
Now it's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Burrow on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
What is that?
Burrow looking to pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb as the first half is winding down. And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
So not much time remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick and heads straight out of bounds. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Handoff comes to Chubb. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Mayfield.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. No, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They pitch it to Chubb, and he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Open man is Higgins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they go play action now. Burrow completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow being chased out left. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Well, it reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
I got it. Watch the whip. Watch the safety creep. 36. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Chubb. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jadeveon Clowney able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. And look at this, another fake. And this is caught. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down.
On one, ready? 28. Hey, let's get them holes.
Here's a give to Mixon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Here we go.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Gun. Stop. 180. Switch.
Burrow on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go. Watch the run. Here we go.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They go play action. Mayfield. Got a man. It's Schwartz complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Let's get off the hurry. Check. Watch the eye.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Check safety. Jim. Alert. Check.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, alert. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I can't believe they let you play. Run.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Play action. It's Burrow. Rolling to his right. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Run. Big gap. Hurry.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, alert! Kings!
They run it again with Chubb. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Alert! Hey, alert! Hurry!
He's checking
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away. And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Let's go!
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural.
Yeah,
but
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Cleveland, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week